All right, we're going to start off this video with some footage of a woman talking about a man texting her and he's doing a really, really bad job. Check it out.
Texted like 20 times that day, and it was creepy. It repelled me because I think dating is a gradual process. It's flattering. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of oh, 13 calls. I mean, that's creepy, but I must be doing something right. I think it shows that you're insecure for you to value me so much when we spend such little time with each other.
Fun fact, that was actually the very first interview I ever did, and it was featured in the very first video on this channel. I'll put a link to that down below if anybody wants to feel some nostalgia. She was a great girl, really friendly, super fun to chat with. Now, watching those clips and hearing about this guy who texts her 20 times is so cringeworthy. What a disaster. She did not find that attractive. On the whole, guys are really bad at texting. They just don't know how to do it. And I think that a lot of that stems from a misunderstanding of the way that men and women are fundamentally different. Now, as a man, let's imagine that you meet a girl and you like her, and you ask yourself, how would I like her to text me? What do I want her to say? Well, most men would say that they'd want the girl to be upfront, clear, make their intentions known, really easy to understand, to be really nice to them, really kind, pay them compliments. Basically, men would want as many details as possible because what they're looking for is a lot of data to process in their minds to say, well, is this girl going to be worth pursuing or not? And so the more detail that she gives him, the better. It all just goes to making a more informed decision. But you've got to see that that's a male way of thinking. When you're texting women, you need to do it completely differently because remember, you're not trying to date a man. You're not trying to date yourself. You're trying to date a woman. And so you need to take that into account. All right, let's read a text because it's a fantastic example of what not to do. I really like you and feel like we could make the best couple ever. Every time I'm with you, there is no other place I'd rather be. I'd rather argue with you than have great times with someone else. You are my world, my heart, my everything, and I'd love to do nothing more than to make you happy. So I'm asking, will you be my girlfriend, beautiful? No. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly why this text was so horrible. Okay, so the first principle to keep in mind is that women only date up. They're looking for a man who they admire. They want a man who's more desirable than she is. She wants to chase him because if she's chasing him, then it's proof that he's more desirable than she is. From the beginning, saying, I really like you is a disaster. You've played your cards, you've given away the game, you've given away all the power. What is left for her to chase if you already like her? At the beginning of a relationship dynamic, there's always this question of who likes who more? The correct answer should always be her. Women only date up, and so she should like you more than you like her. Women want to have that feeling like they're getting a good deal. And if they feel like they're dating a guy who's out of their league, who's a lot more desirable than she is, then that's what makes her so attracted. So if you come out straight away and say, I like you, well, where is she meant to go from there? How is she meant to chase you? How is she meant to look up to you? I understand that things seem like they would be simpler and easier if women were just straight up with all of the details straight away. But again, understand that you're not trying to date a man. Women just don't operate like that. Where's the mystery? Where's the romance? Where's the challenge? Women only date up. And by admitting that you like her from the outset, all you've done is placed her above you, and she's not going to find that attractive. The second major thing wrong with this message is that he's asking her out over text. You don't do that. You ask people out in person. No exceptions. I understand that for some men, the prospect of asking a woman out in person is frightening. There's the possibility of rejection and all of the shame and humiliation that comes with that. And so by doing it over text, you feel like you're giving yourself some distance, a bit of a protective shield from potentially negative consequences. But really, it's just cowardice. You need to do this in person because doing it over text will not work. Women want a strong, confident man. And if you're texting her things like this, you're just demonstrating that you're not that guy. How's she going to look up to you? The last thing that's really, really wrong with this are all these sentences saying, there's no place I'd rather be, you're my world, you're my heart. Saying things like this, nothing is going to repel a woman quicker. Most women have at least some self-esteem issues. A lot of them have a negative self-image. And so they're thinking, I'm not that great. I know me. I'm just a regular woman. I kind of suck sometimes. But here you are thinking that I'm this perfect, amazing angel creature and you just want to dedicate your life to me. She's thinking, this guy doesn't see the real me. I'm not this fantastic person he thinks that I am. I don't warrant this kind of love and affection. So this makes me suspicious. Clearly, you're not seeing the true me. Your judgment is off. And how can I be with somebody if I can't trust their judgment? Have you ever noticed that women respond positively to men who are critical of them, who tease them and call them out for bad behavior? Of course, you can't just go around outright insulting women. That's not going to work. But I mean, if you're doing it in a flirtatious, like teasing way, like telling women off, they love that. The thing is that women know that they're not perfect. And so by teasing a woman and calling her out for bad behavior, you're demonstrating that you see that inside her. That actually makes her feel safe because it demonstrates that you are able to see things clearly and you have a reliable judgment. Right now, he's saying that she's his heart, his world. I mean, it's clear that he's not in love with her. He's in love with this illusion, this fantasy. It's pathetic. There's no other word for it. It's pathetic, and it's going to repulse her. It also shows that he's failing in his masculine purpose. Doesn't he have some awesome, amazing life already going on that she would be lucky to be a part of? What's wrong with him? How empty is his life that he's able to completely drop everything and dedicate all his time to her? That's not attractive to women. Women want their men to have a purpose. And so when you're saying that you're going to put her at the center of your world, she's thinking, gross, that's too much pressure, that's too much responsibility. That's just not right. As a man, you should be doing your own thing. You should be achieving incredible accomplishments. I want to look up to you. I want to be in awe of you. I want to admire all the amazing things that you're doing. But you're just spending all of your time doting on me. How can I admire that? So if you ever say to a woman, I'm just completely dedicated to you, that's going to gross her out. She'll be repulsed by that. I'm not even exaggerating. Women will really be disgusted by a man who speaks like that. So that's the lesson, guys. Men and women are different. So you need to stop texting women as though you're texting yourself. Understand what women are looking for. Otherwise, you're going to continue to send cringy texts like this guy. This video is sponsored by Land of the Losers. This is the true story of a man who had the worst luck with women and the unique way that he changed his dating life forever. You will laugh, you will cry, and you will learn a lot. I love reading real stories about real people, and this book is a 10 out of 10. I finished it in just 2 days because it's that good. Equal parts entertaining and informative. It's available in hardcover and digital versions, with a special discount available to my audience. See the description box below for details. Every purchase goes to helping the channel. Thank you.